Secretary Ramon Lopez of the Philippine Department of Trade and Industry, Mr. Sopnedu Mohanty, Chief FinTech Officer of the Monetary Authority of Singapore, organizers of the Singapore FinTech Festival and Digital Pilipinas, good afternoon. Thank you for inviting me to participate in this vital meeting. Our experience during this pandemic underscored what we already knew. Our economies will have to quickly adjust to the trajectory of modern digital technologies if they are to remain viable. Those that cannot swim in the digital tide will drown in their wake. Nowhere is the impact of digital technology more pronounced than in finance. Even before the pandemic, the Philippine government encouraged the rapid adaptation of fintech or financial technologies in our country. In fact, we have put in place a liberal regulatory environment to enable fintechs to flourish. On the part of the Department of Finance, our revenue agencies have fully embraced digitalization. Through the help of the private sector, we have set up a number of e-payment and e-filing channels to improve tax collection and administration, curb corruption, and strengthen the business climate in the country. The digital transformation of our revenue agencies proved to be crucial when COVID-19 hit us. We did not fail to collect revenues when people could not go out to file their income tax returns and pay their taxes due. In fact, 90% of total number of annual income tax returns were filed electronically in 2020. This grew to almost 100% this year. This could be considered a major breakthrough given the fact that only 10% of the country's taxpayer made use of digital tools to file their income taxes in 2015 before our administration took over. Aside from the private sector, our development partners have been instrumental in helping realize the full digitalization of our tax system. For instance, the United States Trade and Development Agency is assisting us to institute digital reforms in the Bureau of Internal Revenue. South Korea has also been supporting the Bureau in developing an electronic invoicing system. In addition, we are consulting with officials of the Russian Federation Tax Service to possibly replicate Russia's very efficient value-added tax tracking and collection system. This will help set the stage for a world-class tax administration in the Philippines. The Bureau of Customs, for its part, recently launched the Philippines Customs Modernization Project supported by the World Bank. This is a major step towards aligning our processes and standards with the best customs services in the world. Apart from these, we are also rolling out our national digital ID system. This will further hasten our transition to e-governance. The system will transform how public services are accessed and delivered in the country. We also launched several digital channels aiming to broaden financial inclusion in our society. These include a mobile application that allows our people to buy and sell Philippine retail treasury bonds using their smartphones and other digital devices. Meanwhile, our government-owned overseas Filipino bank officially became the first branchless digital-only bank in the country's history. This milestone fulfills President Duterte's campaign promise to create a bank that caters to overseas Filipinos. It will also help the Philippines leapfrog to the digital economy. As we expand digital channels for financial transactions, the government financial institutions and other agencies under the Department of Finance are developing a cost-effective strategy to shield our financial systems from potential cybersecurity threats. This will safeguard all investors from fraud and protect privacy to the fullest. On the part of the Bangko Sentral, it is spearheading reforms to provide a regulatory environment that promotes an efficient, inclusive, safe and secure digital payments ecosystem. The strategy towards achieving the said objective is outlined in its Digital Transformation Roadmap 2020 to 2023. Our digitalization efforts, we always encourage close collaboration with the private sector. We believe that the private sector's expertise and initiative to adopt digital innovations will help us anticipate the changes in the digital economy. The private sector can help us provide a more nurturing policy environment for fintech. Our greatest advantage in transitioning to a new economy is our highly talented, tech-savvy, and young workforce that can provide the intellectual capital to fintech-focused investments. I am confident that a strong partnership between the private sector and the government will help the Philippines breach the digital divide and achieve President Duterte's goal of financial inclusion for all Filipinos. Thank you.